A hit-and-run crash in Baton Rouge led to a disturbing discovery: two underage girls being trafficked to men at all hours of the night. Chris Nakamoto in the investigative unit here now with how police connected the dots.
Michael's cell phone messages and pictures corroborated the underage girl's story. It also led to the arrest of a man who's now charged with trafficking them. Chad Michael Armstead is in all sorts of trouble tonight. The 29-year-old man is accused of trafficking two 16-year-olds to men across the Baton Rouge area. Arrest documents show two 16-year-old females got away from Armstead when he stepped out of the car. They were involved in a hit-and-run crash and told investigators they had run away from the Department of Children and Family Services and were staying with Armstead. The girls told investigators they met Armstead on social media, and he immediately began having sex with them before he trafficked them to random men in the area, selling them for $80 for 30 minutes, $120 for an hour, $150 for 1.5 hours, and $500 for an overnight visit. The victim said he would work them in shifts from late at night to early morning. Armstead would force them to have sex like clockwork when men were getting off of work from the plant. The Department of Children and Family Services, well aware that human trafficking is a major issue in our area. This was an employee who talked about it recently.
These traffickers, they are hanging out at malls and shopping centers and libraries. And, they are not presenting as these awful, scary people.
The locations involved in this case were 3 motels: Paradise Inn on Airline Highway, the OEO Hotel on Gwenadale, and the Motel 6 on Rieger Road. Following their story coming to light, investigators found profiles that Armstead set up on websites where he would actively sell their services.
People really think this is a problem elsewhere. Oh, maybe it's in the big cities, maybe it's international, but it's not. I mean, we're talking about in Louisiana, we're talking about in the cities that we go to.
Armstead remains locked up in the East Baton Rouge Parish Jail. His bond was set at $140,000. The Department of Children and Family Services issued a statement saying it takes human trafficking seriously, and a juvenile sex trafficking hotline went live this year. Already, 44 investigations have opened because of it. Michael?